Hey guys, this is my review on Sword Art Online episode 22. Um, now this is pretty interesting chapter. We got a couple of oh my fucking guys, what the fucks. But let me get to the point in the review. Um, Basically what happens is we start from the last chapter, obviously. Um, Kirito goes to the gate that leads you to the top of the tree, um, uh, to meet to see Usana again. And there was guardians protecting that. There was guardians basically he had to get through to get to that point, but it was impossible because Leaf warned him before he got in there that even a riot when it would still be impossible to reach that point. And Kirito, stubborn and reckless as always when it comes to his love of his so-called love of his life, charged in there, and it was cool. It was cool to see him fight and shit. I mean, excuse me, it was cool to see him fight. It was. I wish he had another sword. He could have defended himself a little bit more, but there's nothing he can really do seeing all those guardians in there protecting the base that he had to go through. I mean, it's basically like a full-blown infinite army in there eternally. Like once you kill those things, those suckers keep coming back, yo. It's kind of pointless. Just keep going in there unless you got the whole players of the game behind your back. But yeah, and after that, Kirito, yes, that's why I love this manga. It's so legit. I mean, Kirito dies. I don't like that he dies, but you get my point because some animes, like Fairy Tail, for example, they don't know how to fucking lose. Kirito loses because of his stubbornness and his recklessness. He lost, he died, and Leaf had to come back in there and save his life. Personally, if I had a friend in there online who told me that it was impossible to get to the ride, I was so desperate to meet the love of my life. I don't know. Maybe I would go in there. Maybe I would go in there and charge, act like a fool too, and be at my prime, at my best too. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Kirito did his best. I believe he was at his prime. He was at his prime. He was more focused and more determined than ever when he fought all of his bosses before. Even Eugene, the recent strongest person he fought, his series. He was at his prime on that one, but it was just too many. It was basically, like I said, it was impossible. He went in alone without help. It was impossible. But after he got rescued, after he got rescued, he told Leaf finally why he was so desperate to meet this person and why he was so important to her. He gave the actual name. Now, in the beginning of the series, when he got into A-Film Online, I always wondered why did Leaf tell Kirito that they were sisters. They were sister, and she was keeping that from him. But as I can't continue watching the story, it led me to believe that they didn't know because Sugu wanted to keep that from him because she has this hidden love for her cousin. And once Kirito tells her that the person he searched for is Asuna, Leaf begins to realize that the person that she's falling for in the game is actually the person that she's falling for in real life, which is her brother, or that she fell in love with was her brother. And she was completely broken hearted, from up and down to heart and toe to psychologically, she's basically traumatized, and she left out of the game. She was just completely, her heart was completely, heartbroken, shattered. And Kirito was actually surprised too, but Leafa took it to heart, and Leafa took it to heart. And this is like I said on the last video, that Japan, you have to realize that it's a different culture, different stuff goes around over there, whole different set of environment. And to make people realize is that I have to point this out. I've been researching this shit in Japan. Incest is actually legal in Japan, so that's exactly why I said the last review I did on Sword Art Online is that that's how they, I guess that's how they do in Japan. It's legal in Japan. But that was the what the fuck part to me. Oh my fucking god, yo, for real. Freaking Leafa, Sugu is in love with her brother, with her cousin actually, and they had a discussion about it. Kirito, that actually made Kirito realize something and leave the game and start worrying about his his true love that was in the game, and they had a discussion about it. And Asuka was just so expressive, so heartbroken, so talking to him, crying and stuff, and Kirito basically didn't know what to do, and she explained the reason for her love for him and her change of thought of him, because 2 years ago he found out that they weren't really siblings, and she told him that, and I guess he started to avoid her and stuff, and I guess she began to realize and start I guess liking him for some reason, I guess. And what happened was him being nice to her, because I guess before he was being such a jerk to her. Since he's returned from Sword Art Online, he's been getting nice to her, and she fell for that, and she fell for him. And like I said, Kirito was basically trapped aside, or alone in the desert on that one. He didn't know exactly what to do, what to say. He didn't know how to express it. He was utterly surprised, but all he could really say was sorry. And Sugo was basically leave me alone, don't talk to me ever again. That's pretty much it, guys, for my review. I hope you liked it. I think I've pretty much broken down everything that needs to be discussed and said about. Now for the next episode, from this point on, I don't know exactly what Kirito is going to do from this point on. My honest assumption is what's going to happen on the next episodes. Kirito's going to take a break and spend some time with his sister, and they're going to make up. Then they're going to eventually go back into the game, enter the episode in the next episode. Yeah. Guys who watch my videos. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, subscribers. I forgot to mention you. Within a week, I've earned 3 subscribers, and I'm totally grateful to you guys who subscribe graciously to my channel and like my content. I appreciate you subscribing. Apologize, I didn't mention that before. I guess I didn't have enough. I didn't feel I have enough, but one is a lot. One is a lot, and I want to thank you guys for subscribing, liking my content, and I want to especially thank Corel for creating my YouTube layout. I appreciate that. I swear he's the nicest guy. He's the nicest guy I ever met on YouTube, and I completely owe him my support and gratitude for that. And Thanks guys for watching my my review. I hope you like this and subscribe. And basically, what you can think? What do you guys think about this chapter? And Sugu's situation is understandable, even though they're not siblings, but they're also cousins. So wouldn't that make them siblings? But also I said, they do things differently. So Japan, incest in Japan is legal. So do you understand Sugu's situation? What's going to happen? What's going to happen on the next episode is what do you think is going to happen on the next episode? I think Kirito's going to take a break off the game, spend time with his sister, make up, and eventually enter back in the game to save Asuna. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'm rooting for Alabama in the SEC championship, and I can't wait to watch it. Go Alabama. That'll be it, guys, and yeah.